As the late Lebo Mathosa, Black Coffee, Bucie, DJ Christos, just to name but a few. Thandukwazi Sikhosana, known in the music industry as Demor, has become a household name in the industry. The Kwazulu Natal born artist has since released his latest single titled The One, featuring Black Coffee, Bucie, as well as Zakes Bantwini. He now joins us in studio to chat to us more about his musical journey. Good morning and welcome to Morning Live.
Hey, kunjani sisi?
Demor kade ukhona ku industry.
Hayi kona kudala.
You have been around.
Umuntu sezukhula nanomkhaba sifike sizikrala sisacile.
You have, been the man behind so many hits for so many artists.
Yeah.
Talk to us about how you really got into the industry and how you made your mark.
As a child, I always wanted to be a songwriter, producer. So I found myself at Technical Natal. It's now called DUT. It's where I met people like Black Coffee and Shorter. We formed a group called Shana. Then later moved to Joburg, and then we found ourselves working with DJ Christos, producing for the likes of the late Lebo Mathosa, her last 2 albums. And also discovered Bucie, started my own record label. And lately the boy that I've worked with, Sanel musician of Agana Mali fame. So yeah, it's been
quite a journey.
Nice
and how would you describe this current period in your music career and your music journey, where you're also now a performing artist and maybe not so much behind the scenes as what we would normally expect?
I really never wanted to be up front, at the forefront. You know, I've always enjoyed being behind the scenes, but you know, times change and things change. You know, if you wanna expand and make some more moolah, you need to step up. You know, so I also hold the mic.
Yeah.
But I use Ocho-tune.
You wouldn't be the first. Now, you've been in the industry for over a decade. Could you take us through some of the lessons that you've learned along the way and some of the highlights that you look back on and think, wow, I've had incredible moments?
Man, I've learned a lot of lessons. Sometimes being humble is the good thing in the industry, but sometimes it can kill you, you know. I've made so many mistakes where you make a lot of money and then you spend it all, you know, and I've learned so many lessons, you know, how to do this music, treat it as a business.
Definitely. Tell us more about your latest project, The One. And how did the collaboration come up with Bucie, with Black Coffee? I know you've worked with them previously, but what was that special element that they were going to add now to your project, since you are now being in front of the scene as well?
Yeah, I worked with those guys, Coffee and Bucie, on that project called The One. And then lately now I have a new project called The Put On, where I am putting the new artists on, artists such as Known to X. I will be doing some performance with her. And then artists such as Nana Atta, artists such as Zakes Bantwini, the late Nana Koyota. Those are the people featured on the new project called The Put On, where I am putting them on and they are also putting me on.
Now, phenomenal. You've also featured other artists such as Sobs and Paras.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Sobs and Paras are the very talented young men from Durban. Sobs is a producer. We know Sobs from the song he did with DJ Bongs. And then Paras is a beautiful young vocalist, promising. You know, 2018 should be the year. And then I would like to be known as a guy that really had an eye to identify some of these talented guys. Hence, I'm working with them on The Put On.
All right, very quickly, what can people expect from you in terms of the sound, in terms of the vibe, in terms of the message that you're sending out?
You know, I've been quiet for a couple of years, like 2 or 3 years, so Demor is back. Sanel, musician, is doing wonders with his Agana Mali, a hit song featuring Something Soweto. Nondu X is coming through, Nana Atta is coming through. So I would like to tell people that they should look out for the Put On. And then the Put On is really going to be the Put On in 2018. We want to have so many superstars.
Well, we're glad to have put you on today, Demor. That is producer, beat maker, singer and songwriter Demor, speaking to us about his latest project, which also includes the single The One featuring Black Coffee, Bucie and Zakes Bantwini. Stay tuned to Morning Live to hear more music from this talented artist.
What a crazy week. The sun is setting and I'm ready, boy. I can feel the beat.
Today on Rights and Recourse, we will unpack the new traditional court bill.
The idea of the bill is not to over-regulate, to basically set the principles.
The most important aspect of this bill is that it understands that customary law by its nature is consensual, that I have a right to affiliate, I have a right therefore to opt in, and I have a right to opt out.
The opt-out provision is basically one that you've got to respect the court in the sense of if you've been summoned, you've got to tell the clerk of the court at least that you're not willing to attend.
The challenge that I would like to throw to the Department of Justice, it has to come up with mechanisms of ensuring that people who exercise their right to opt out or to opt in are not in any way victimized.
Hashtag Rights with Lebo Mathosa on legal issues every Sunday at 2 o'clock Central African Time.
Well, a very good morning and welcome to AM News live at 10:00 hours across all Central African regions.
A fitting send-off for a revolutionary giant, a life dedicated in service of the people.
The result means that the Swallows are out of the ABC Municipal League and drop to the amateur fourth tier of South African football, the SAB League.
Tune in on AM News every Saturday and Sunday from 10 hours.
Africans are increasingly using digital platforms for life, work and play.
Information is key for us. We live in an information age. We live in the digital age.
I'm mostly on WhatsApp because not all my friends have iPhones, so they don't have